Hello and good evening from St. Louis Park. I'm Bruce Oberman along with Paul Baldwin, and tonight it's the St. Louis Park Orioles coming to this game at 9 and 13, facing the Chanhassen Storm, who come into this game at 13 and 9. And for the Chanhassen Storm, they're coming off a nice, impressive victory over a tough Orono team where they put up 105 points. So they won 105 to 85 last night against Orono. The Orioles played last night as well. They came away with a 66-61 loss against Cooper at Cooper. So tough game tonight for the Orioles, uphill battle, but we've seen St. Louis Park with some big games against tough teams, and it'll be interesting to see how they play tonight.
Absolutely, Bruce. The Orioles certainly have their hands full tonight in Chanhassen. Maxwell Woods coming off that 38-point performance last night. But the last time these two teams played, there was only a 2-point difference in the final. And the Orioles just have a way of sticking with it, not giving up huge leads. They're a scrappy team. They're difficult to truly overcome and dominate. So we'll see. We're hoping for a close game again, as they are wont to do.
Starting lineups for the Orioles will be Walsh, Ross, Dvorak, Giovanelli, and Doneski. For the Chanhassen Storm, it's going to be Woods, Brick, Barger, Schleicher, and Johnson. And again, Maxwell Woods, their leading scorer, averaging close to 16 points a game, but 38 points in the game last night. So he was on he was roaring, and I believe that's a record for Chanhassen too for most points in a game. So congrats to Maxwell Woods, and Orioles will have to contain. Watch for number 3 on the court.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Although it also sounds like maybe last night was one of those games where neither team was really playing a whole lot of defense. And as we know, this Park team can tighten up. So, watch number 3, but let's see how it goes.
Brady Walsh wins the opening tip. Orioles will start. They're in the black uniforms. Chanhassen in the white and blue. Dvorak into the corner. And the shot put up and good by Brady Walsh.
Nice shot by Brady Walsh. Wide open. Nice touch.
Backcourt pass. It was tipped, so it's not over and back. Number 24, Schleicher. He passes it off for Brick. Guarded by Dvorak. Brick trying to find someone. Now he sees Woods. It's a Chanhassen team that likes to run if they can, but Orioles set up in a defense. Looks like they're playing more of a man-to-man. Pass in the corner, out top.
Yeah, Chan likes to run, but, so do the Orioles a little bit. So let's see how it goes.
A lot of patience right now by the Storm, and we're going to get a foul called against the Orioles.
Yeah, and that's a good call. He kind of reached in and hacked his arm, and you got to make that call.
Yeah, Brady Walsh picks up the foul, his first team foul.
And Brady Walsh, if he's covering Woods, he's going to have to defend a little aggressively.
I think this must be a little slower pace for Chanhassen, because if they put up 105 yesterday, they had to be scoring pretty much every minute here, every like 30 seconds.
Right. And Park doing a nice job of slowing them down and stuffing them on the perimeter. They got a 2-0 lead, and here they have the ball. They're doing well. See if they can keep pace.
Inside, getting underneath too far. A couple shots, and there's a block.
Good defense by Chan.
Yeah, Tanner Johnson did a great job holding his space inside, and now quickly down the court, finished by Schleicher, and we're tied at 2.
Yep, and there's some points in transition, like you mentioned. They like to run, so they're going to move that ball down the court hard in transition.
I can see this Oriole team, too. They're going to be patient. They'll take a little time off the clock if they can, and Ross gets the basket for the Orioles on the jumper.
Shot.
First 2 points of the game for Ross, 4-2, 15:56 to go in the first half. Again, inside, and a nice move by Schleicher. He averages 9 points per game, has 4 here in the first half.
Yeah, that's a real nice move and touch by Schleicher to just kind of find his footing and put the ball off the glass in the exact right spot. Nice pass by Ross there.
Dvorak takes it down the lane. He's in traffic, and it ended up going in the hands of Walsh.
And there's Dvorak looking for a foul again. Just loves to drive in there and get contact, which is a smart ball. Just didn't get it that time.
Walsh with the jump shot. That's in and out. And the rebound taken by Barger.
Another decent shot selection by Walsh, just didn't fall.
Woods had the shot blocked by Dineski. Ross into the front court. He's guarded by Johnson. Takes it to the hoop, passes across, and wow, it looked like that one was going to be a little too strong by Dineski, but it ended up going in.
And that's just vintage Ross right there to drive the lane and then find the open man and make a nice pass, and then Dineski just gets enough touch on it for it to fall.
So now the Storm back on the other end. Shot just short, hits the iron, and rebounded by Walsh. Dvorak looks for an opening lane. Back up top. Orioles working around quickly on the outside. Walsh cross court, Giovanelli. Spin move by Giovanelli in traffic, tipped, out of bounds, Orioles ball.
So far, Park showing up really well here, up 6-4 with just a few minutes into the game. Playing their hearts out, stuffing Chan on the offense, and limiting any transition opportunities for Chan.
Well, 3 subs in the game now for the Storm. They come in with McDonald, Ty Williams, and Eli Sweeney.
And this is where Chan may have a significant advantage. I don't really know, but I get a hunch that their bench is a little deeper than Park's, and so they might be able to wear them down a little bit. We'll see. Dineski at the line.
A little bit of bench strength, but they, for the most part, you see them go with just about 8 players. So, but they did have like 3 come in at one time. So, trying to give 3 players a breather and try and stay fresh.
Yeah, when you're taking 3 starters out just 4 minutes into the game, it says something about your confidence in the 3 that you're bringing in.
And the shot by Maxwell. Woods did not go, and the rebound by the Orioles. Ross looking to penetrate in, passes across top. Here's a 3 by Dineski, short, and a good rebound by Sweeney. Sweeney comes into the front court, passes it off, back in the corner now. Up top, Woods. Inside, great play, and a good cut by Schleicher, who's got all 6 of the points for the Storm.
That was just a beautiful play on the part of Chanhassen, both the pass and the shot.
There's a missed shot by Giovanelli, and I think part of that was the pass was just low, so it was hard for him to get in a good shooting position. Sweeney misses it, follow-up not good, and pulled down by Dineski.
Nice rebound by Dineski, playing aggressive underneath. Yeah, and those low passes on those 3-point shots and such, like timing is everything. So even it's just like a snap on a field goal in football. Every little bit matters.
Ross was looking inside. Now he passes off Walsh. He's going to be called for a travel.
Oh.
Turnover by the Orioles. Leo Clare, number 0, coming into the game. So far, the play that's worked is get Schleicher the ball inside, that time a little strong.
Yep, good defense by Dineski there, just standing tall, arms up, didn't give him a lot of room, and he had to make a tough shot. And Dineski looking for one off the glass, but he just didn't hit the right spot.
Almost stolen by Dvorak, and the shot is good by McDonald. So close to steal by Will,
yeah,
but great shot by Jackson McDonald.
Will definitely had the right idea on that one. Just didn't quite get there.
So the Storm now up by 1. Walsh on Schleicher.
Oh.
Great job and a good job. Schleicher did not want to pick up his second foul, so Walsh pretty much had that opportunity there. Schleicher, almost a travel there. No call.
Dvorak with a 1-on-4 decides to slow it up.
Changes pace, now passes off for Walsh, gets inside, too strong. Rebound taken down by Clear into the front court. And in and out. As Ty Williams had a great chance to put the Storm back in front, but missed that layup. Good pace to this game. Dvorak, and we get a pushing foul called against the Storm.
Yeah, real nice pace in this game. And Park really showing up here with a 10-9 lead, 11:26 to play in the half. And they just seem to have Chan a little bit off center. They seem like they have a little bit of a lack of focus. We'll see if they can pull things together. But so far, a really nice showing for the Orioles.
Henry Odens and also Keegan Hartford come into the game for the Orioles. Hartford with the ball. Dineski. Oden. You can see a lot of players, just a lot of movement, but Chanhassen doing a good job defensively right now, containing the Orioles, keeping them just working the perimeter. Picked up by Dvorak, trying to pass it across. Now he puts the shot up and draws the foul. So
that's quite the scrum for the ball there, and Dvorak doing what he does best is just getting inside and pushing up a shot and drawing a foul.
Antonio Speed has had his hands in there too, trying to keep that ball alive. Will had a good game yesterday. He did struggle from the free throw line in the game that you and I, the last game that we covered against Waconia.
The entire team did. And hits them both.
Orioles with a 3-point lead, 12-9, 10:42 to go in the first half. Drive to the basket, blocked. Orioles with the ball, Dineski into the front court. He looks, passes off to the right. Now inside, nice pass. Odens with the finish.
Nice look by Dvorak to find Odens underneath.
Stolen away by Dvorak.
Looking for help.
Dineski, right. Now he takes it himself, in and out. Tipped by Odens. Good rebound pulled down by was number 15. That was Barger.
Yeah.
Back on the other end, and that's
Sweeney.
Yep.
Sweeney wide open underneath.
So the senior Eli Sweeney with his first 2 points of the game, 14-11, cuts the lead to 3. Hartford with the basketball. Dineski. Dvorak's got to be careful as he brings it way out to the timeline. Now he gets it all the way in.
Oh my!
Finishes.
Nice shot by Dvorak.
Yeah, she changes speeds so well, and he did a great job. Again, inside Barger,
Yeah, that's
and
a foul.
a foul is going to be called on the Orioles speed. Take a look again, and he did get the right arm on that.
Yep, he absolutely fouled him there. It's the right call. It's not a bad foul either, though, because, you know, Chan is pushing the ball up the court. They like to run, as you said. And one of the things the Orioles have done well to slow them down, that's in and out, is make their shots on the offensive side of the ball, which makes it hard to get a game where you're running all the time. So as long as Park can keep making their shots, they may slow this team down a little bit.
Walsh and Peel into the game for the Orioles. Barger with the second free throw attempt. He's averaging 10 points per game. Misses a pair. 5-point St. Louis Park Oriole lead. Ross guarded by McDonald. Now Ross has an opening down the lane. Puts it up, doesn't go.
It's good no call there on the ref. I think he got a finger on it.
Sweeney, and had it knocked out of bounds by Giovanelli.
And that's good defense on Giovanelli there to just get that ball out.
Nice shot by McDonald. That's his second 3 of the game.
Yeah, nice stroke.
Cross court, Hartford. Nice pass across, and the finish.
That's great play by the Orioles. They tried to trap Deontez Ross out in the outside, and he got it in, and just some beautiful, unselfish play by the Orioles to get 2 points.
Yeah, great. It was a great pass by Hartford to Peel, and Peel easily was able to put that layup in. Back to a 4-point Oriole lead. Pass for Sweeney, just a little too far. Walsh comes up with it for the Orioles into the front court. Hartford. Nice pass again.
Great pass by Deontez Ross in there to Peel, who easily lays another one in.
Yeah, Corey Christopherson does not like what he saw there, and he's going to call a timeout and make sure he tightens up that defense a little bit. Orioles getting a lot of points in the paint right now.
Yes, they're moving the ball around nicely, finding the open passing lanes. And Chanhassen here, a team that's coming off of a 100-point game, only has 14 over halfway through the first half here. So and Park up 20-14. You got to be feeling pretty good if you're the Orioles right now.
Right, this Chanhassen team has come off, they're on a 4-game win streak. You look at their 3 games prior to 105, they won all 3 games with a score of 57 points on their behalf. So they beat New Prague 57-52, Kennedy 57-36, and Jefferson 57-53. Prior to that, they scored 53 and 51. So where they got the 105 coming in, that's incredible.
It seems to be one of those just kind of maybe outlier games.
I think that's what the Orioles are hoping, right? There's a nice steal by Giovanelli from the left side, puts it in.
Giovanelli has such a nice touch when he's coming up the court full speed like that, which can be difficult when you're coming full speed to lay it in so gently and make the shot.
What's impressive right now, Paul, is all 5 of the starters are in the scoring column.
Yep. And that's what Park does well. They spread it around. You don't see a guy coming out with 38 points out of Park, but you see several guys coming in with the 8, 10, 12, 14-point range.
And Hartford hits the 2. His foot was on the line. So
it's a long 2, but a beautiful high arch on that shot.
Orioles lead by 10. They led by 7 against Cooper, and then Cooper scored 43 in the second half to beat the Orioles. Drive to the basket, and it was tipped. Here comes Giovanelli. It's a pass to Walsh, and Walsh is able to finish off. 26-14. Tipped, almost a steal by the Orioles again. Jump shot, not good, but good job keeping it alive. And now Giovanelli, he's going to stop. Shoots in and out. Good rebound by Woods.
Not a bad shot by Giovanelli there, but maybe a spot to slow it down and find a better shot. But and it looks like we got an and one.
Well, no, I don't think the shot went in, did it?
Oh, I thought it did. No. Oh, no, it didn't.
The follow-up did.
I saw the follow-up.
Trevor Peel picking up the foul. That's a 3rd foul for the St. Louis Park Orioles. Schleicher makes the first free throw. 7 points in the first half for Schleicher. Ross is going to get a little rest right now, and they bring back in Dineski. Also in the game, Cameron DeLorme for the St. Louis Park Orioles. Second shot is good by Schleicher. Walsh for Giovanelli, back to Walsh. His shot short.
Didn't
Rebound by Barger.
Didn't get his legs underneath him on that one.
Schleicher. Nice move by Schleicher. Just couldn't get the shot to go. And Dineski will bring it up. Walsh again, a little too strong. They've gone away from really driving down the lane, and I think maybe Chanhassen's made some adjustments. They're giving them the outside shot, but Walsh missing a couple from the outside.
And they've also gotten a little bit impatient, just kind of throwing up some shots rather than moving the ball around and finding those lanes.
Yeah, great job by Giovanelli as he strips the basketball away from Schleicher. And Dvorak will slow it down.
Yeah, look for a good shot. Move that ball around. Find the lanes. No rush.
Dineski from outside, off the front of the iron. Rebound taken by Johnson. Here comes the Storm into the front court. Trying to move the Oriole lead, which is double digits, into single digits. Off the mark. Walsh with the rebound. Last shot was missed by Brick. On the other end, Dineski with the finish.
That was some nice play by the Orioles to push the ball up the court after a couple of kind of slow possessions. You're a little bit rested. Move that ball up and find some points in transition.
Reach-in foul is going to be called on Walsh, and I think that's his second foul. Only the fourth team foul, still 4 minutes remaining.
Orioles feeling pretty good about themselves with 4 minutes left in the half and a 12-point lead against a team that just came off a 100-point victory.
Ty Williams is back in the game for the Storm. Barger guarded by Dineski, passes out. Ty Williams. Looking inside. And a good defense that time. That's number 14, Keaton Bull. Ross is back in now for the Orioles. You know, it'll be interesting, Paul, to see how the Orioles do in the second half because 2 games in 2 nights, and these guys play a lot of minutes.
Yes, they do, and they play hard. They don't really ever slow down. And that has been an issue for them where they do have to pace themselves. I mean, I think in that overtime loss to, was it Cooper, they just ran out of steam in the second overtime.
And that can be said about Chanhassen, too, again, two games in 2 nights. And nice finish by Ross.
Really nice
all
finish.
Ross, as he stole the basketball, took it all the way down the court and finished. So.
And that's a tough shot. It may not look tough, but it was well defended, and he had to find just the exact right spot and the right touch to get that ball to drop.
Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Orioles.
Nice defense by Dvorak, just denying the pass inside. Here's the drive by Ross. You see, he's got to get control of the ball, kind of slows down, and it just has to find the right spot, although looking at it again, Johnson was just careful not to foul.
Woods, Sweeney, and McDonald in the game. They get it into Sweeney. Almost 5 seconds. It was tipped. Sweeney gets it back in the corner. Nice play by Sweeney. Shot was short, and on the baseline, it'll be Orioles basketball.
And that's just good defense by the part of, I think it was Dineski coming in there on that shot to just mess with it and get his eyes off the rim, decenter him, and he just throws up an air ball because of some good defense on the part of Dineski.
Looked like the Orioles took a timeout here, and I think some people were gassed, and I think Coach Breitenbucher thinking, you know, he saw like Deontay's Ross after getting the steal and getting down the court. He looked like he was just really exhausted there, and I think Coach Breitenbucher knows that, you know, you got to keep that momentum going as you go into halftime because it can really make a big difference when you start the second half if one of the teams comes back. So, you know, for Chanhassen, they'd like to get this game in single digits before halftime, and for the Orioles, they'd like to keep this double-digit lead. And so the crucial part of the game here with 2:21 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Bruce. With 2:21 left, there's a lot left in the half. You're up by 14. You want to keep that double-digit lead. You want that momentum going into the half. You're 100% right. So it's a really good timeout on the part of the Orioles to just kind of settle themselves, get a little rest, finish this 2 minutes strong, and see if you can keep this double-digit lead going into the first half. And even if you can't, just also go into the half knowing that you've really shown up here with a 30 to 16 lead with only 2:20 left in the first half.
I think if you're Chanhassen, you got to figure out how do we get Maxwell Woods back involved in this game.
Yeah.
He is held scoreless after scoring 38 points last night.
And he's back in now looking determined.
You know, and Schleicher's done such a great job.
There's a call there. Travel?
Take a foul, offensive foul on an illegal pick by the Orioles. So.
Oh, yeah, he kind of slid his leg there and tripped up the player. That's a good call by the refs.
So coming out of a timeout, turnover by the Orioles. Woods. Fans thought maybe there was a little slide of the foot for a travel, but no call. Ty Williams.
And they're looking for
There's
Woods.
Woods. Can't get his shot to go, and the foul is called on Chanhassen. Only the fourth foul on Chanhassen, and that's going to be Bull picking up the foul.
That's just good basketball on the part of Peel there. He's got two guys around him, but he boxes out, gets in position, goes up strong, pulls the rebound down, and almost forces a foul.
Little pressure by Chanhassen in the front court. Ross, as Sweeney backs up.
No rush here for the Orioles. You've got a 14-point lead with 1:20 left. Just move that ball around.
If you can get it under a minute, you could actually just try and hold the ball if you can.
Just keep moving the ball and looking for a good shot. Dvorak slowing it up, real smart. Although I wish he wouldn't get so close to that court line.
Now Peel for Ross, under a minute.
Yep, the Orioles doing exactly what they need to do right now. Just come and play some hard defense on me. Ooh.
For Daneski, it was tipped. Daneski saying last touch by Chanhassen, but nope, they're going to call it. Let's see here. Real close.
Oh, yeah, right off the fingertips of Daneski. Good eyes.
Good call. Ref was right there in great position to make that call.
And I don't like forcing it into Daneski there. There's no reason to do that.
We had a technical foul on Daneski.
Huh. I don't know.
Those are the things that can hurt at the end of the half here.
Yeah.
You had a chance to run out the clock, and now Daneski says something to the ref, and
for no reason whatsoever. I mean, it was indeed off by him. I do believe he believes it wasn't, but no reason to do that. Now you're giving them two shots and the ball.
Sweeney sinks both free throws. See if Chanhassen goes for one here or just tries to score the basketball. I think they'll just try and score. Trailing by 12. Orioles had a chance to go up by 16, and now Chanhassen can cut it to 10. Sweeney. Turnarounder's good. Great play by Sweeney.
Nice shot by Sweeney.
And now it's a 10-point game. So 6 straight points for Chanhassen. Now the Orioles have to be careful that
you need to ensure they get the last shot of the half. Don't let this 10-point lead fizzle.
Ross guarded by Sweeney. 8 seconds.
Millions.
Ross takes it in the lane. Pass across. Lose the basketball. And a long shot hits the top.
Knock the wires loose on the speaker.
Yeah, you're right there. That's, speaker wired. You know, it used to be they used to have the overhang in the center court used to come down so far because they had a partition,
Oh.
and that was always Orioles' advantage because anytime another team tried to do a half-court shot, they're never going to make it. And the Orioles knew
They
that if
knew.
you're going to do it, you got to get closer up and throw that ball. But
I'd rather throw a line drive.
you know, so Chanhassen a little bit of momentum at the end of that half, and I think you know, the coach is going to be talking to Dineski saying, hey, you know, we got to play smart here. You know, we played a great first half, but we just got to, you know, not make those kind of mistakes like they have.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum, but it's kind of momentum by default. You have the momentum not because of anything you initiated, but because of a mistake by one player who gave you 2 shots and the ball, and you converted 4 points in that possession. If you're the Orioles, you still got to be feeling really encouraged, really good. You're up by 10 at the half against a team that's you know, up in the upper tier of the conference. So don't let that. Yes, Dineski needs to be talked to about it, but don't let that momentum. Don't give them that momentum. You got to hang on to the fact that you pretty much controlled this first half.
Right, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say Maxwell Woods will score at some point, and once he does, he's going to go on a little bit of a tear.
I agree. I would expect to see a lot of game planning around getting the ball into his hands and getting him some open shots in the second half. So Park still has its work cut out for it, but they have done very, very well in this first half of basketball.
Yeah, only, you know, for the Orioles, you look at how many players have scored, and it's 8 players have scored for the Orioles. So you have Brady Walsh with 6, Ross 4, Dvorak 4, Dineski 6, Giovanelli 2, Peel 4, Hartford 2, and Odens 2. So, you know, they've gotten scoring from a lot of different players. For contrary to that, you look at Chanhassen, they've got 3 players who have scored the basketball. You have Sweeney with 6, you have Schleicher who has 8, and then Jackson McDonald, who hit 2 threes in the game. So they have, you know, he has 6 points.
Yep, and that's just it. When you're, and I don't know that this is Chanhassen's situation, but when your play revolves around one player scoring a lot of points, and you can take that player out, it can become very difficult. But when you're able to have multiple players, you know, hit shots at any time, it becomes a great advantage.
Right, and it also goes on to how well you're playing as a team too.
Yes.
You know, and I think, you know, we don't keep the statistic, but there are some really nice passes in the lane, passing across where a player may have been able to go up for the shot, but instead unselfishly passed it across the lane, and the Orioles were able to get the layup. So
yeah, I would love to see the Orioles assists stats, because there is not a selfish player on this team.
Right. All right, Paul. Well, we are at halftime, 30-20 our score. We hope you guys are all enjoying the game as you're watching here from St. Louis Park on ParkTV 16 or on the YouTube channel. Again, stay with us because we'll have the second half of basketball coming up in just a few minutes.
If you go to a waiting room for the cancer clinic at Children's, every parent is wondering, will that next breakthrough happen in time to save my child? We have the knowledge, we have the insights from decades of research. We may be able to cure cancer with no worse side effects than feeling like you have a cold for a couple days. It's not a question of if we're going to be able to do this, it's just a matter of when. The quality of the medical care at Seattle Children's Hospital and the depth and breadth of the research community here will impact the well-being of children throughout the world.
Seattle Children's is working relentlessly to improve treatments for more than 200 diseases and conditions. And as one of the nation's top children's hospitals, we're not just beating the odds, we're changing them for all kid kind. Find a clinical trial that could change everything at seattlechildrens.org/clinical trials.
We're getting ready to start the second half here. Welcome back from St. Louis Park. I'm Bruce Holman along with Paul Bodwin. At 30-20, the St. Louis Park Orioles lead. And the Storm will start with the basketball here in the second half.
And we'll look to see if Woods gets it going this half. I'm sure that's going to be a big part of their strategy.
They work it inside. Nice play.
Beautiful pass by Woods.
Almost something that they saw maybe at halftime, and they came up with that play that worked perfectly.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like they were looking for that.
Lead down to 8. Walsh. Cross court, Giovanelli. A little strong on the 3. Walsh tips it, doesn't go, and the rebound was taken down by Woods.
Giovanelli in a little bit of a three-point slump lately. He can definitely make those shots, so he's got to take an open 3 like that when he's got it.
Offensive foul going to be called against the Storm.
Look, there's this dish down low to Berger.
Yeah, it's going to be called on Tanner
Barger,
Johnson.
sorry.
So it's okay. Tanner Johnson picking up the foul. Just underway in the second half. Chanhassen with the only 2 points so far. Ross, and he misses from outside. A good job keeping it alive by Brady Walsh. And tipped out of bounds, so it's going to be Orioles basketball.
Yeah, very nice job. And that shot is not really Deontez Ross's MO, so I was a little surprised he took that, but it's still not a bad shot to take, but didn't fall.
That's a good shot there if he can make it. Daneski off the front of the iron. Inside. Oh, great job by Walsh with the block. It's going to be Storm basketball. Coming out this half, it's Woods, Brick, Barger, Schleicher, and Johnson. For the Orioles, it's Walsh, Ross, Dvorak, Giovanelli, and Daneski.
And
here's the
Walsh
block
with
again, all
great
ball.
block. That's really good defense on the part of Walsh.
And you notice how he went straight up.
Yep.
Again, a lot of times players will swat at the ball, and that's going to cause fouls, but the ball is tipped as they tried to force that ball across the lane. Daneski takes it quick down the lane.
Traveled.
Yep. I think he just lost his footing, and now he's may have twisted an ankle. Let's see.
Let's see. He sees the lane. He drives in hard and maybe trying to pick up a foul, but he kind of stuttered there, and I think that's where he twisted something. He needed to just keep going hard and maybe draw a foul from Barger there, but for some reason he held up, and I think that's where he missed everything and twisted something.
So Antonio Speed will now check into the game, replacing Daneski. Woods, good pass inside. Having trouble handling it with Schleicher, and
jump ball.
Yep.
I got to hand it to Woods, who's a guy who's coming off a 38-point game. He's probably feeling like, give me the ball, I'm going to score. But he's playing really unselfishly here in the second half, trying to find the good shot for whoever's got it. He's not trying to force anything. I got to hand it to him. There'd be maybe a tendency to try to take over, and he's not doing that, which I think is a good thing for Chanhassen.
Sweeney in the game, replacing Johnson. And block. That could have gone. Now they call the charge. He seemed to call the block foul, but he didn't put his hand for a charge, which did not signal the right call. But I think it was a good call.
Yeah, it looked like Dvorak kind of got his hand on him and pushed him a little bit. There was no other contact other than that, so that's probably the right call. Officiating's been really solid today.
And finish by Barger.
Nice drive by Barger.
So the lead now at 6. Orioles have yet to score here in the second half. And they struggled at the end of the first half. So Chanhassen was down by 14 points at one time, and now they're down by 4. Outscoring the Orioles by 10.
Down by 6.
6, good call.
Just don't want to take any points away from Park. Oh, Giovanelli kind of loses it there.
Gets it to Ross in the corner. He's trapped. And Dvorak takes it all the way in. Too strong again.
Yeah, too strong.
Missing some of the easier shots. Out for the 3, and that just rolls out. And that's got to be a foul on Schleicher.
That's what I would think. Yep.
His second team foul, and it's 6-point Oriole lead with 14:43 to go. Dvorak takes his time. Looks like the pace for the Orioles has slowed down a little bit on their movement.
Yeah, ooh, that looked good.
Yeah, it was on the mark, just a little short
Yep.
by Giovanelli. Barger, good pass. Schleicher gets it inside where he wants to be and draws the foul.
That's good basketball on the part of Schleicher there, just using both his body and his shooting ability to just find his way to a three-point play potentially here.
It's sort of similar to what happened yesterday against Cooper. As St. Louis Park played a great first half in control, and Cooper just, kept inching forward and then took the lead, and St. Louis Park was unable to overcome Cooper in the second half. So it'll be interesting for St. Louis Park. They've got to get that first basket here in the second half, and maybe that changes some momentum.
Yeah, and part of what's happening with Park here is that they've actually had a couple of good shots. They just haven't fallen. You had Dvorak with a drive to the lane that he just missed, and so it's a
couple shots like Giovanelli with the open three. They had Ross in the lane, so they're getting uncontested shots. So those are shots that, as a coach, you're saying it's actually a good shot. It's just the shot didn't go.
And that's what it comes down to.
I should say more good shot selection.
Right. So they just need to keep working the ball, keep at it. Lots of game left.
Ross dribbling it off his foot. Yep, you can't get those turnovers.
Yeah, they just seem to have lost a little bit of focus here in the first half. We're already 4 minutes plus in.
Yeah, I like this timeout by Brighton Bucher. And don't wait until Chanhassen gets another possession here. Let's get that timeout now. See if you can get your guys focused and getting a little confidence coming back here. So upcoming schedule for St. Louis Park, we hit the end of the season here. And again, after Chanhassen, the Orioles play Edina. So again, you look at the schedule, they play Cooper, Chanhassen, and Edina, 3 games in 5 days. And that's a lot. And Edina's a tough team, so that'll be a tough game. They come back home for senior night on March 1st against Chaska. That's a Friday night game, or Tuesday game. And then end the season at Bloomington Jefferson. So we're at the end of the schedule here, and then we hit the sections.
Yeah, so the Orioles certainly kind of looking at the rest of the season, trying to figure out how they can get the best seed they can get. And in this situation right now, you're up 3, like you said, good timeout. You want to make sure Chanhassen doesn't score here and keep this lead.
Yeah, Will Schleicher's played a great game. He's been able to get inside and seems to be able to finish when he does get inside to the basket. And so when they haven't gotten the points from Woods, that's Ty Williams. Chanhassen's done a good job out of timeouts. They've been able to come up with plays that have worked. Now it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, they seem to have found something in the Orioles defense that they can exploit.
That pass was intended for Giovanelli. Good job by Chanhassen getting their hand in the lane, but now the pass way over the head of Barger.
Yeah, I don't even know if Randy Moss could have gotten to that one. Orioles need to slow down here and get a good shot and make a basket. They have not scored this half.
Yeah, and it could be Dvorak trying to get Dvorak to drive into the basket, maybe draw a foul, get to the free throw line. Dineski trapped inside, gets it up top.
Good look outside to Giovanelli there on the part of Dineski.
There's Dvorak. Deontay's Ross. Gets to the basket, can't get it to go. Tip, doesn't go. Peel can't get his to go. And a rebound by Sweeney throws it out of bounds off the Orioles. So Again, the Orioles with 4 opportunities there, just unable to get anything to go right now. There seems to be a lid on the basket down on that end.
And that's where you gotta put that stuff aside. You know, you can't let that frustrate you. It'll only lead to more missed shots.
Great pass, Sweeney with the finish and the lead now for the Storm.
And Chanhassen really coming out strong in this first half and really exploiting things underneath, just finding lanes, moving. Everybody's moving around, finding the right spots, and they're getting easy layups. And now they're up 1. They've swung this from, what was it, a 14-point lead late in the first half.
It was
now up by 1.
Yeah, and it was a 14-point lead with a minute to go, and the Orioles were trying to like run the clock down and maybe go for 1 shot. Well, then we had a technical foul. So that was 2 shots. Sweeney hit both free throws. Then Sweeney made another basket, and all of a sudden it was a 10-point game at halftime, and now they've scored 11 points. So 15, they've outscored St. Louis Park 15-0. They're on a 15-0 run.
In about 7 minutes of play.
Right, and that's why a coach like, Coach Dave Breitenbucher says, you know what, even though I used the timeout, I'm going to use another one here because the first one didn't work.
And yet Woods still without a basket.
Yeah, and I think if you told St. Louis Park coaching staff that you could hold Woods without a basket with 12 minutes to go in the game, they'd feel like, oh, we probably got it. We're going to probably be winning.
Yep.
And there they got it inside, trying to get the foul. Dineski couldn't get the follow-up to go, and the frustrations still, you can see it on the sidelines of the Orioles coaching staff.
Yep. Just nothing's going down.
Almost a steal in the corner. Here's a 3 put up. Didn't go by Sweeney. Giovanelli. And the 3, that's in and out.
Can't fault Dineski for taking that shot, though.
Here's Woods. Here's his chance. Does he get on the board? Nope. And the Orioles keep it alive. Barely.
Barely, yeah. Slow it down. Work the ball around. Find the lanes. Find a good shot.
Inside appeal, guarded by Sweeney. Double team,
There
puts
it
it
is.
in.
Nice job by Peel.
First points of the second half by the Orioles is Trevor Peel. Barger
Off.
misses. Giovanelli.
Giovanelli wisely doesn't pass the ball down court.
Yeah, he had Dineski, but it would have been
Not
a tough pass.
Yep.
And it would have been tough for Dineski to handle that ball. Good job by Dineski. Had it deflected. Underneath the basket.
Nice.
Great job by Evan Dineski. And
Really nice block by Barger, but kudos to Dineski for just staying with it and not giving up.
so after that second time out, Orioles with 4 points. They've taken the lead by 3. Barger. Almost a steal.
Dvorak wanted that one.
Open in the corner. 3 did not go. Again, we've seen McDonald hit 2 threes from there so far in this game and doesn't get that one to go. A 3-point Oriole lead with 10 minutes remaining. Dineski.
Off.
Nope. Sweeney with the rebound. Woods. Ball was tipped.
Williams looking for a foul there, didn't get it. Now Chan has gone a little cold. I'd like to see the Orioles get Giovanelli going.
I was just actually that was my next comment. Giovanelli didn't get
trying.
going there as it was a good defensive play by Ty Williams. Comes away with the ball. Sweeney takes it to the hoop. That shot was short and tipped.
Oh my.
And let's see who
We're
gets
all
it.
over.
There.
Wow.
Orioles with the hustle get the basket by Dvorak. And we're
Yeah.
gonna get a timeout by Chanhassen.
Yeah,
Boy,
so-
that was an interesting series of events that happened down on that end.
Sure was.
Let's take a look at this again. And it was a great tip by Dvorak. I thought Williams had it. Now Giovanelli does a good job scooping the ball in the front.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah,
what
good
really
finish
made that
by
happen
DeVore.
was the Storm had it, and it was Brady Walsh who just got a finger on that to upset the original possession that the Storm basically had, and really mess with that whole thing and give the Orioles an easy 2 points to go up 5 after letting a 10-point lead at the half go.
And the Storm, now they have Minnetonka coming up. So you look at them, they'll have 3 games in 5 days as they play Minnetonka at home. And then they go at Waconia and finish off at home against Cooper. So a couple games they have a chance to win and really end up with a great season as right now they have 13 wins coming into this game.
Yeah, they really have had a nice season, but boy, would the Orioles like to steal this one from them.
Chanhassen coming out of timeouts has scored almost on every possession. That one does not go. Ross will clear the court. He'll send Hartford down. Dvorak is going to get a little bit of a breather right now. DeLorme. That was not a good pass by DeLorme.
Too soft.
Ty Williams passes across for Bull, and Bull is fouled. So they're going to send Bull to the line.
Yeah, that's not a good sequence for Park there. Not a great pass, and then some kind of missed defensive cues on the other side. And Dineski just kind of has no choice but to foul there. Otherwise, it was an easy 2. Let's see if Bull can put him down.
So good foul by Dineski as Bull misses the first free throw. 3rd team foul for St. Louis Park. Neither team has been in the bonus so far in this game. Second free throw good by Bull. 4-point game, 36-32, 8:38 remaining. And I'll say in regulation because we have had a number of overtime games here, Paul.
We sure have.
Good pass.
Nice look.
Oh, DeLorme, what a great block by Ty Williams. Stepping on the line, it's going to be Orioles ball.
Really nice block there. Yeah, he's got the shot. He's doing well, you know, that's a spot there. He's going up with the right hand. He really needs to go up with the left. That's what enabled that block to happen.
High pass, Ross.
It's a nice reception by Ross. Put that one in the books.
It's the advantage of having a lot of football players on this roster. Keegan, and he's going to get to the free throw line.
I like it. I like that. Drive into the lane, see what you can do, draw some fouls, and I got to make shots.
I think that's going to be on Schleicher. It'll be number 3.
Nope.
Still a 4-point game. Keegan, a sophomore.
I'd like to see him drain this one. Plays hard.
There you go.
Nice shot.
3 points in the game for Keegan. Inside, Schleicher, double team. And they're going to call it jump ball.
That's an interesting call. I'm not sure where the jump ball was, but the Orioles kind of get a break there.
Little looked like a foul by DeLorme.
Yeah.
Originally. Nice pass, great play, inbound play.
But the
Orioles were
converted
caught
anyway.
sleeping, yeah.
Yeah.
Orioles by 3, 7:52 remaining. Not a high-scoring game at all.
That's
But
how, Park,
entertaining.
that's how Park likes it.
Yeah, it is the Park's advantage. Dineski.
Oh, that looked good. That was a nice shot by Dineski.
Yeah, he saw the defender cut back a little bit, so he had room to shoot it. He wasn't originally going to put that shot up, but decided to do it and was able to get a good roll. Schleicher inside, and Dineski thought he got the block. He's got to be careful. He's got a technical already in this game.
Yep. I think he got him with the body before he blocked the shot. You look at this, you see the ball comes in. He's got Dineski kind of beat, and he's got his arm around him. Yes, his hand got the ball, but you're going to have a tough time getting a no foul call when you got your arm around their waist.
4th team foul for St. Louis Park, 3rd on Dineski.
Dineski's got to be careful with those fouls because he's a really valuable player to this team. You don't want him getting into foul trouble with still 7 minutes left to play.
Schleicher had hit his first 3 free throws and missed the last 2 now. Ross for Giovanelli. This is Peel trying to get to the basket. Oh, that was a tough shot. He almost got it to go. Got the rebound. Doesn't get that one to go. Schleicher gets the ball. And now here comes the Storm into the front court.
And that putback, Peel just didn't have the right.
There it is.
He just didn't have his hands in the right position on the ball. So it was a tough shot.
Maxwell Woods, with 6:46 to go, has hit his first basket, and he'll have the free throw attempt. Let's see what that does to get him going.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes is that first one.
Missed free throw.
Oh, and Ross loses the rebound. Gives him a second chance.
And Sweeney with the 3.
That's a rough swing for the Orioles.
11 points in the game for Eli Sweeney. And we're tied at 39. Yeah, you know, that's I was talking to Coach Breitenbucher before the game, and he said things like that happen in the Cooper game. You miss that rebound by just a hair, and all of a sudden they come down and they hit a 3. Tipped out of bounds, last touch by Chanhassen.
And if you play it out, like you get that rebound, you go down and score, that's a 5 to 6 point swing.
It is.
By missing a free throw. Or I mean a rebound.
And as an underdog in the game, you can't have those things happen.
Nope. But here we are tied at 39 with 6 left to go, and we're set up for another wonderful finish.
Dvorak, he gets the foul called.
Doing what he does best. Drive that lane, draw a foul.
To the dismay of the Chanhassen fans. Looked like a lot of ball, too.
It did, but, when you drive into traffic like that and there's arms swinging around, it is to your advantage as the shooter.
Will Dvorak hitting all 3 of his free throw attempts so far in this game.
Yeah, the free throw shooting has been markedly better since the last game I broadcast.
Orioles going small now as they take out Peel and bring Hartford in the game.
Peel's had a nice game. Dvorak hits them both.
41-39. And we'll get a foul called, offensive foul called on Maxwell Woods with the legal screen. He had his feet moving.
Let's see. There's the dish, and oh yeah, absolutely. Got to watch those illegal screens.
So now 5:40 remaining. Orioles up by 2. Walsh has had a really good beginning of the game. He's been quiet. Walsh, and he's going to be called for traveling. Well, he made noise there, but that was not the kind of noise I wanted.
Yeah, and that was the right call. He just kind of shuffled his feet, trying to get himself squared up for that shot, and it just wasn't there. So the Storm with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, down 1 possession. And a foul on the Orioles. You see Woods hit that shot afterwards. And you're going to see an aggressive Maxwell Woods now.
Yeah. Is that 3 on Walsh?
Woods
Wow.
Loses the ball.
Great defense.
Walsh with Sweeney on him. And the finish by Brady Walsh.
That's some really good defense on the part of Park to just sort of trap Woods there up at the top, and he's got nowhere to go and just kind of coughs the ball up.
Barger, great pass across and a finish by Schleicher.
Yeah, that's a great look on the part of Barger. Wow. You would. It's just so tempting to take that shot, but he sees Schleicher there, and oh, beautiful, beautiful basketball.
Chanhassen now down by 2, 43-41. Giovanelli passes it across for Walsh. He finishes. Great pass by Giovanelli.
Walsh turning it on again.
Yep, 10 points in the game for Walsh. Barger almost loses it. Schleicher passes across. Sweeney up top. Woods now across the other side. Williams. Sweeney turnaround is good. Sweeney's had a great game.
Yeah, really nice touch there with the ball high off the glass and on a difficult kind of spin around move on the part of Sweeney. Nice shot.
13 points in the game for Sweeney.
Just some good basketball tonight. Oh,
And the steal by Williams. Giovanelli,
Yeah.
and he draws a foul.
that's a good foul on the part of Giovanelli. There's nothing else he can really do there, and really heads-up play on the part of Ty Williams to anticipate that and go in and interrupt that pass and maybe get 2 points.
Yeah, and it's a shooting foul. Had it not, had they got him before he was in the act of shooting, it would be the bonus situation here.
Gets it to roll. 1 point game, 3:34 to play.
So 5 points in the game for Williams. Orioles will bring Ross back in. Second free throw missed.
Ooh, that is not where you want to pick up the ball, that high up.
And the Orioles with some long passes right now, too, and they got to be careful.
Yep.
And you can see the intensity picked up. And, boy, Dvorak couldn't get that to go. Sweeney with the rebound.
In the Storm just wisely not moving in to foul him.
Chanhassen really, and they're going to call kicking the ball.
They're going to call a kick even though it was thrown at his foot, but
Right.
that's the rule, right?
Possession arrow favors the Orioles. Under 3 minutes to go, 1 point game.
These underneath the hoop passes have been where the Storm have been able to exploit the Oriole defense this half. We'll see if they can do it again.
Get it out to Sweeney. Missed shot. Giovanelli with the rebound. So that was Maxwell Woods putting up the jumper. Again, these players may be tiring a little bit. They played yesterday. Giovanelli, can he hit it? He does.
Oh, there's the Giovanelli we know and love so well.
Well, you know, that's got to make him feel so much better. He's really been struggling.
He has. He's been a little bit of a drought and just drilled that one. That's a big three-point shot, too. This with 2:37 to play puts Park up 48-44.
Yeah, and a timeout quickly called, I think, by the Orioles here and set up on defense.
Yep.
Again, we look at the standings, Benilde St. Margaret's and Jefferson, along with Orono, 11 and 4 on top. Chanhassen just behind, along with Cooper at 10 and 5. Then you have, Chaska, Waconia. And then you get down to St. Louis Park, Kennedy, and New Prague. I just, remember, like, Orioles had Paris Johnson for 3 years, and what a player he was that they lost after graduating last year. And you just think about what a player like that could have done to the team this year.
Oh,
to have that
absolutely.
shooting.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
Out for a three, and it's good by the Storm.
The Storm come back and answer with Jackson McDonald on a clutch three. Is that his third three of the game?
It is his third three. He's got 9 in the game, all threes.
It's basketball fun.
Oh, it is, and we got a good one here with 2 minutes and 7 to go. Almost a steal. Giovanelli gets it underneath. Oh, Walsh doesn't get it to go. Sweeney with the rebound.
Giovanelli with the absolute heads-up pass down low, and he just can't get it to fall.
Now the Storm with the chance to take the lead. They trail by 1, 48-47, 1:47 to go. Out here's another three, and it's good.
Man!
Jackson McDonald, sharp shooter.
He's got the four-piece Happy Meal over there, McDonald.
Boy, after the Orioles called that timeout, that may have come back to haunt him because Chanhassen came back strong. They're up by 2. See if the Orioles can get back and tie this game up or take the lead.
And the Storm's faithful. I don't know if you can hear them, but they are lit up.
Couple threes by Jackson McDonald. 6 points in a row. And the three by the Orioles off the mark. Rebound by the Storm. Still a minute to go.
Minute to play, down 2 on the part of the Orioles. Giovanelli, the huge three-point play to put them up by 4, but then the Storm answer with 2 threes after that to go up 2 points late in the game.
Can the Orioles weather the Storm? We'll see. 50-48, 40 seconds. Orioles have been in the spot before many times. Again,
oh!
Boy, Orioles wanted to steal that time. Ross was there, but may have got his hands on the player.
Oh, boy.
He got ball first. There's no doubt about that.
Sure did. That's a tough call for Deontez Ross. It's nice defense, I thought. But, yeah, we're trying to see if the Orioles can weather the Storm. But unfortunately, I think they're going to have to do it at the Jackson McDonald house.
Yeah, Jackson now goes to the free throw line where he's hit 2 threes in a row. And we get a timeout. 35 seconds to go. What a great comeback by Chanhassen.
Yeah, it's been just kind of a remarkable sequence the last couple of minutes. It's unfortunate for the Orioles. It sure has been fun basketball.
You know, and this is where the Orioles were against Laconia when they, it seemed like they were always trailing in the last 30, 35 seconds of the game, and they were able to somehow come down and pull it out. We've seen a couple big comebacks by the Orioles this year, and we'll see if they have another one in them. I'm not calling for that miracle yet, Paul, because it's not really a miracle right now. It's just, we're
just got to
still
play
plenty
some
of
ball.
time left. Exactly. And you're in a situation where you still have another foul with 8 fouls for Chanhassen. You have a chance to put them in the 1-and-1. And so, again, still a chance for Orioles to come back if McDonald does hit both free throws.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to that, and I mean it's a big moment because you're looking at 35 seconds to play in either a 1-possession game or a 2-possession game, depending on what McDonald does here. But like you say, either way, there's plenty of time to turn this thing around. It's just going to uphill road for the Orioles.
So the senior Jackson McDonald, averaging close to 10 points a game, goes to the free throw line where he's hit 4 threes in this game and calmly sinks the first one.
He may as well have had his eyes closed.
13 points for McDonald.
It's a big one right here. He missed it.
Off the mark, Orioles with the rebound. 32 seconds, plenty of time. They don't even have to get a 3.
Nope. You don't have to get a 3, but you got to get a relatively quick 2.
Yeah, Giovanelli, but now you're going to get in a position where you're going to have to go for a 3. Ross, and he's fouled. You could say that Chanhassen really had a foul to give there.
Yep.
And
it's a good foul on the part of Chanhassen because you've got that foul to give, and if you don't foul him there, he's liable to drop that ball in.
Coach Breitenbucher calling a play right now for his team. We'll see if Chanhassen does not let the Orioles get that 3-pointer off.
You might not let him get the ball in.
Brady Walsh, 14 seconds, drives down the lane. Ross, and he's fouled. And it's a 1-and-1.
Some big free throws right here. You're down 3 points with 10 seconds left to play. You'd really like to cut this thing down to 1.
Well, Deontay's was in this spot against Laconia. Made his free throws in that game. Let's see if he can do it here. He does.
That's the first. And you want to cut this to 1 because you're liable to foul the Storm right away, and then they're going to get 2. And if they make those, then you're still only down 1 possession.
Well, what the Orioles will do, they'll call a timeout to put a press on, see if they can stop Chanhassen from getting the ball in. And
right.
Then,
but if they do, you got to foul.
yeah, so the Orioles will take a timeout, and they'll put pressure on the ball, see if they can get a steal with trailing by 1 with 10 seconds to go. And they don't, you're right, if they don't get the steal, they got to foul right away. And again, it will still be a 1-possession game regardless if Chanhassen gets down to the free throw line.
Right, but if Ross doesn't make both of those and the Storm end up at the line here and make both of theirs, then you're down 4, and it's real difficult. So those were some really clutch free throws on the part of Deontay Ross.
Yeah, he did it against Waconia too,
Yep.
in that same situation, and that allowed St. Louis Park to put the game into overtime. And again, you know, we've seen some crazy things here at St. Louis Park. So
yeah, we've seen so much crazy stuff with these teams that I almost feel like it's one of those Parks got them right where they want them situations, which is really not the case. But really well done on the part of the Storm here late, though, to just start dropping some clutch shots with McDonald and those 2 big threes. That's the difference right here. So you got to hand it to the Storm for kind of being held at bay for most of the game. Having a hard time pulling away with anything, but then coming in here late and putting Park in the place where they've got the uphill climb.
they get the ball in and the foul. So they get it in the hands of the player they like to have the ball, and that's Maxwell Woods. Although Woods did miss his 1 free throw attempt.
Yep.
Still 9 seconds. This is where it's always interesting. If Woods hits both free throws, do you let St. Louis Park get that 3-point shot off? Misses. Orioles with the chance now. Daneski takes it down, puts it up. Not good. Rebound by Chanhassen. Stolen. Oh, foul.
Oh, man, it was gifted to him, and they just couldn't convert. Pushing the ball down the court here. Daneski coming in hard.
Good no
play,
call.
Yep. And just can't get it to fall. He didn't use the glass. He really needed to put that up against the glass, but couldn't find it. Ross almost with the steal there.
And now you get Sweeney to the line where he's been 2 for 2, just swishing both of his free throw attempts.
And
That's
you've got
the player you want, yeah.
They put a couple ticks back on, but you're still only 1.3 seconds left. So
and we know that speaker gets in the way.
yes, it does. So Park, even no matter what, is going to have to just launch a kind of desperation shot here for either a win or a tie.
Great job by Sweeney.
Sweeney's just played a really solid game today.
14 in the game, looking for number 15. It's good. So now the Orioles got to actually.
You want to
Ross.
shoot it. He didn't even get it off.
Oh, it almost went too, but what a great game, 53-50.
What, no overtime?
I know. Boy, you just thought something was going to come for the Orioles. It's just, you know, the way it's been. And again, they had a chance to really win that game at the end with Daneski coming in and just couldn't get the shot to go. But, you know, we just saw like some big runs in the game where St. Louis Park got that 14-point lead, and then Chanhassen just really turned the tide and took the beginning of the second half in their hands and went up by, you know, a good margin. They had scored 14 straight points, but then, you know, St. Louis Park was able to turn the tide a little bit, keep this a game, and they actually had the lead. Then we saw McDonald with a couple big threes, and Chanhassen got the lead, and St. Louis Park was never able to overcome it at the end.
Yep,
So.
and you're absolutely right, Bruce. while there was a lot that happened toward the end, the way in which the Storm came out and just cut that 10-point halftime lead down right away really did shift the entire tenor of the game. So well done by the Chanhassen Storm. Great, clean game of basketball on all three parties, that being the Orioles, the Storm, and the refs. Just an exciting game, and it's too bad for Park they couldn't pull it out, but as we've always said, they never give up. They play close, they play hard, and I think they can walk away. You know, they're going to be bummed they let this one go, but walk away feeling like they played a really good team really well.
Yeah, and leading the scoring for Chanhassen in the game, Jackson McDonald with 13 points. Schleicher had a great game. He had 12. We had, Sweeney also, as we mentioned, had a great game with 14, I believe. So, and he hit those two big free throws at the end and played just a real strong game. And for the Orioles, their leading scorer was Brady Walsh and Evan Doneski, both with 10 points. Good effort by the Orioles. They seem to have more of a team effort in that game. So, again, it wasn't a high-scoring game, but still a lot of action and a good, hard-fought game by both teams. So.
Yep, wonderful game, and like we said, we were looking for Woods to have a big game. It just wasn't there. He had, 2 or 3 points, but his team came around him, and they pulled away, and then just another fun night of basketball here in St. Louis Park. Pleasure to be with you tonight, Bruce.
All right, pleasure to have you again, Paul, and we want to thank our fans for joining us and our crew who's helped put on the game. And so on behalf of Paul Bodwin, I'm Bruce Oberman saying so long here from St. Louis Park as Chanhassen moves to 14-9 with a 53-50 win over the St. Louis Park Orioles. Good night.
Loved all.